Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode on Candrea TV. And of course, I'm your host, Candrea. How's everybody doing out there this morning? Hope everybody is doing good. Can't believe we are already here. And wishing everyone safe travels out there during holidays. They are putting up checkpoints throughout the city, so be very, very careful as you commute to and from for the New Year's and the holidays, you guys. Just be safe and do not drink and drive, okay? All right, y'all. So it's been a while and I'm back, y'all. Today, I want to talk about my most favorite topic, coffee. Yes. Y'all, I'm really, really getting some good feedback on the coffee world. Just have you be aware of the fact that coffee is a billion-dollar industry. Lots and lots of people are in America are becoming more and more hooked on drinking coffee. So this is for all you coffee lovers out there, and for those of you who have always been skeptical about drinking coffee. Well, today, you guys, I'm going to share some info that I stumbled upon because coffee happens to be my best friend, child. So let's get right into it. All right, so coffee um, basically is a drink that gets used any time of the day. And I'm going to talk about the 10 most interesting facts about coffee. And this is an article or a study done by Lot Records or IOT Records. I don't know how you say it. And of course, hmm, woo, it's hot. So that's what I'm going to talk about, y'all. Many things have been said about its possible effects and benefits. And so, like for many people, the morning espresso or coffee is sacred. So, without it, the day simply doesn't appear to work out in a good way. And some people feel tired, never appear, and they never really feel like they have woken up until they've had their morning cup of joe. Okay, so coffee has loads of health advantages, so you don't need to stress over it if you do decide to drink some coffee. The main thing with the first cup is that it's mostly taken on an empty stomach. So, most medical studies have been done, and they suggested that taking it in moderation should not present any harm. So, let's go ahead and get to know the 10 most interesting facts about coffee. All right, let's go, y'all. So, I got my notes here. All right, so yeah, so I've got some notes here. And so the number one thing, the most interesting fact from time.com basically show that coffee improves exercise. So for those of you who like to work out and you exercise regularly, their studies actually shown that in small doses, coffee helped athletes to exercise a third more than usual, y'all. So it gave them a boost. Probably depending on what kind of coffee they were drinking, because there's all kind of different coffee beans out there, y'all. And yeah, so, and then number two, the second most interesting fact is pregnant women. Okay, pregnant women who drink coffee is the next study they done. And although during pregnancy, you shouldn't drink coffee in excess. Now, if it's a healthy coffee, you may be fine as long as you're not drinking it consistently. There were studies that indicated it's not normal to drink at least 200 milligrams of coffee if you're pregnant. Okay, so I thought that was interesting. And then number three, the most third interesting fact is that coffee prevents cancer. Okay, so it's been said to prevent cancer. And now, according to the University of Rutgers, found they found a correlation between exercise and caffeine with the destruction of precancerous cells. Haha, wow. So y'all, I'm sorry, coffee, null and void review that. Coffee has some good benefits. hmm And so, moving right along, number four, the fourth interesting fact about coffee was I'm not sure if it's exactly true or not, but regular consumption is supposedly associated with a lower risk of suffering from cardiovascular diseases. And I will tell you, sometimes I drink some coffee and I feel alive. It's like, I don't know, it's like my daily routine to get up. The first thing I want is my cup of coffee, so I feel woke. Plus, I just love the warmth. It's like my mug says, coffee is like a hug in a mug. Y'all see that? And it feel like a hug in a mug. It feel like it just embraces your insides and just, oh. Anyways, let me get on with it. So the fifth most interesting fact about coffee is energy drinks. Contrary to what is thought, this type of drink doesn't have higher levels of caffeine than the coffee itself, and its energy impact is higher. Okay, so yeah, let me do my thumbnail. All right, hopefully it caught that because I always forget. Anyways, yes, because I do plan on loading this to YouTube, and if you're a YouTuber, you will know that they can catch you in some of your ugliest moments, and you have only but three options to pick a thumbnail that shows when you upload your video. So you have to remember to throw that in. So where was I at? Okay, so moving on to number six. The sixth most interesting fact about coffee is ulcers. Okay, although its consumption increases, they were saying that the consumption can increase the levels of acid in your stomach. But basically ulcers are really caused by bacterial infection. So if you have an ulcer, if you feel pain when you drink certain beverages or eat certain foods, like spicy foods can trigger it. You want to get that checked because there's a possibility you just simply have a bacterial infection. So that's good to know. Okay. And then the eighth most interesting fact about coffee is antioxidants. Okay. Now, at present, coffee is basically considered the main source of antioxidants in the American diet, believe it or not. Can you believe that? hmm So it's considered to be the main source of antioxidants. If you really think about it, it's kind of like a food because there's times you could drink some coffee before you eat breakfast or anything, and it seems like it instantaneously takes your appetite away. You don't really feel like eating a meal for another hour or two. I think it's best to consume coffee with your food, so that way you're going to get your nutrients from your food, and it's not going to give you that full feeling to where you don't want to eat. But to each his own. I mean, some people be in a hurry and don't have time to eat breakfast. It's your choice. All right, so the ninth interesting fact about coffee is gallstones. Okay, so Harvard University actually did a study that showed women who consumed at least 4 cups of coffee a day were 25% less likely to undergo surgery um, for this condition. That's really, yeah, they were less likely to undergo surgery for gallstones. So you might want to get you some coffee in your life if you have any kind of issues with your diet, with your digestive tract, or your stomach. Because, like I said, coffee does have good benefits. Where most people will think the complete opposite, like it's harmful or whatever. Okay, so we just learned that according to Harvard, it helped people who had gallstones. And then the 10th most interesting fact about coffee is muscle pain. Now, the Coffee Detective has also proved that consuming coffee before you exercise helps to reduce most muscle pain. Now, I have never tried that. I have never, leave a comment if you tried this before, drink coffee before working out. I've never tried it. So I really can't say yay or nay to that. But they've also obviously did their own research and found that it works. It's good to come across more and more studies that show coffee lovers some of the benefits of drinking their favorite brew. hmm Now, um, Now, this company, Lot Records, they put together some scientific curiosities about coffee as well. Let's just quickly go over those before I let you go. Okay, so they were basically saying caffeine can kill you. That's one of the scientific curiosities about coffee, which was kind of like basically a myth that coffee can kill you. Surely you've heard this statement before at some point in time in your life, for especially people who don't drink coffee. For coffee to be deadly or whatever. So you would have to drink, if for that to be the case, you would actually have to drink between 80 and 100 cups of coffee. And health experts health experts have confirmed this, that if you really want to consider coffee deadly, you'd have to drink so many cups to get to that point. So don't even worry about it. It's not advisable to try it, but I'm pretty sure the average American will drink at least 2 cups. I've heard of some people, they drink 4 cups a day and they live long lives. Like there's this guy, I forgot his name. He's an older black guy. He's in his hundreds. He's still alive to this day. I watched his documentary on YouTube. It was very interesting. Kind of reminded me of my grandpa. My grandpa was a coffee lover himself. He drank a lot of black coffee, and So, and my grandmother, and he seems to think that's the reason for his long years on this earth is because he drinks about 4 to 5 cups a day. And I was just like, wow, I couldn't believe it. It made me feel good to know that my little 2 cups, sometimes I drink three, ain't nothing compared to many cups he was drinking. And he really feels like he can't go a day without coffee. It was just really a beautiful documentary, but unfortunately I can't think of what it's called. But anyways, moving along. So yeah, so the next myth is that caffeine can affect you when you're asleep. Well, yeah. Now, if your coffee has caffeine in it, then health experts advise avoiding drinking coffee for about at least up to 6 hours before you go to bed, and you won't have those issues. Now, this coffee I'm drinking right here has no caffeine in it at all, but you still feel, ooh, excuse me, you still feel alive when you're drinking it. You feel good. So basically, if you have caffeinated coffee, you just don't drink it for 6 hours before you go to bed. For instance, if like night shift workers, if you work at night, may notice how coffee with caffeine during their work hours disturbs their sleep during the day. So you wouldn't want to do that. Okay, and finally, um, a large number of studies conducted recently found that coffee is good for the liver. So they're basically saying it can reduce the risk of colon cancer, and as reported in some type of magazine, I can't remember what it was called, but 1 to 5 cups a day can reduce the risk of early death. And see, as I was just telling y'all just a few minutes ago, how this documentary I watched, and I kid you not, this guy was at least 112, I think. He was 100 something. He was past 100. Okay, I know he was past 105, and he literally attributed his longevity on this earth to drinking several cups of coffee today. I mean, a day, many cups of coffee today, a day. So there you have it. They just said it. They did their own research too, and they contributed 1 to 5 cups of coffee a day can reduce the risk of early death. Okay, so you better hop on this coffee train, y'all. Y'all better get y'all a nice cup of coffee. No, I'm just kidding. But another study published recently in Newsweek says that coffee is associated with the lower risk of multiple sclerosis as well. So if you know anyone who has MS and they are currently suffering or in a lot of pain, they would benefit greatly from drinking several cups of coffee in a day. And you might as well go ahead and share this video with them so they can watch and listen to, because a lot of people don't look this type of stuff up, I'm sure. So just letting them watch this video may greatly help them out. You never know. So yeah. All right, so shout out to Lot Records and Lifestyle and Entertainment Magazine for this great information, because I myself is a coffee lover. I used to didn't drink coffee. I started working in a call center many years ago, and a lot of my coworkers used to drink it. And I never really was into coffee until, a little later on that year when I first got started doing that type of work. And I was drinking it on an empty stomach and drinking a lot of it to the point where I was kind of dehydrating myself, wasn't drinking enough water, and I had to go to the doctor one time, and they just kind of said, "Oh, they checked me out and stuff," and they also told me, I'll never forget it, that coffee is actually not bad. You just have to drink it in moderation and make sure you're not dehydrating yourself. You have to keep other fluids in your body. So I tried that, and coffee's been working for me. Never had issues. It doesn't bother my stomach at all or anything like that. So, yeah, thank you, Lot Records and Lifestyle Entertainment. They provide you guys need to check them out. They will provide you with trending lifestyle tips and entertainment around the globe. So you can learn more about them on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Pinterest. Okay? So there you have it, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and cut you loose. Just wanted to share some information, 10 interesting facts about the effects of coffee. And until next time, stay tuned. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And again, like I said, if you feel like there was some value in this video, please share it with someone who can use it. Till next time, I'll be back with another video. Love you guys. Peace.